Hello, my brothers. We're going to do a little fix on the door, which has been years in the making, but it's a downstop for the window. And here we go. That's what runs the windows, and that's not stock, but it's close. Look at this thing. That is so cool. I fixed that all, where'd it go? Fixed that all myself. That needs to have the fader fixed up, so I'll get into that again. But I watched all sorts of YouTube stuff, and I was able to make that radio go again, AM, with reverb. Period, correct. Okay, we're getting into here with tools like that popper opener thingy. Just to take those off, tape on that thing, so that when it falls through, you can pull it back through when you put the door panel back on. Yep, thumbs up for classic cars, driven every day and hard. A lot easier to pull it back through there when you're shuffling through everything to get the door panel back on. Yep, partially repaired, just so it works. But look at that one back there, man. That is redone. Probably a couple months in the making. Haven't put that back in yet, but that is near beautiful. Took a long time to make that thing just about right. What you're doing here is you pop out the clips. You pop out them clips behind there carefully. Like that. Use the carpet and then you pop these clips out. You can't see what I'm doing, but maybe you can. Yep. At least something you forget. I always forget to take these. There are two screws in there. Somewhere up in there. You back them out and then you can get things off. It took forever to find that, and it's still not quite right. Spent so much extra time working with that I do not, while it's hooked up, I do not want to put anything metallic behind there. But you got to be careful not to break it. So you want to get it out kind of carefully. Come on. Sorry for yelling at you. It's kind of brittle. It stays in there pretty well. Come on, baby cakes. Maybe I'll just jam a screwdriver in there. Jeez. Here's what I did just to make this door panel work for that. I just put a Luan thin piece and made it work so far. It's not exceptional, but it's made it go. And I've been running this for a couple years. I'd like to do it proper, like the one that's in on the far side there, but it takes a lot of effort to get them right and nice. So this is just what I've done so far. Now we got to do the stop in this baby. I got to put the door panel on to get it run down again, but there's a stop there. And I built a piece for the window. I'll show it to you in a minute. It comes down and bumps the stop, and it's adjustable. But it's going that way and falling down still, so I got to add some to it, and you'll see what I'm doing. Yep. Reverb. The rear speakers run on spring reverb. It's pretty cool, just like Fender amps. Anyway, what I made, it's I'll show you a little bit more, but it's adjustable and it hits that, but it slides off because there is it's too smooth and it's just one way. I need to build it out this way so it doesn't pop off that edge. So that's the deal. That's what I made, and it just slips off away and down. I guess that's where it hits. So I'm going to add to it. So don't want to slip off. There'll be some more coming off the top of that. I guess I'll weld it on. I'll see what I got in the shop. I got a myriad of options, like cutting that and putting that at an angle, because it needs more of an angle like that, I think, and something sharp so it doesn't want to walk off that that rubber pad. So maybe I could use something like that, or maybe I'll use some of the 16 gauge and make my own little bendy thing. We'll see. That would be super fast. I could just bolt it, or I could just weld through. I mean, it doesn't look as cool, but I might do that. If I'm doing that, I'm cutting it off somewhere about here, and I think I'll weld it on. I won't bolt it, don't need to. I won't smell the fumes of that when I'm welding on it, and then I'll have a bendable thingy here so I can adjust a little bit some of the height, and it won't want to walk off. You know how that goes. I'm out of wire. And you know where the wire is. It ain't here, of course. But I think I got enough. I'll be able to make that go, and then I'll get some wire. Yeah, it looks like me now, but wire and or grinder and paint make me the welder I ain't. Hammered a bunch of dimples in that so it's less likely to slide off of the rubber pad once I paint it and stuff. I don't want to complain too much, but the arthritis in the age of 60 years makes just putting in those things harder. You can't quite turn when you want to turn. Things hurt a little bit. You know, whatever. I think that's going to work good. Carefully fit that back on, and then I guess you can see what's going on from here. Let's see, we'll go down. Up, push it on a little more. Is that correct? Okay. Where's the camera on this little biatch? Oh yeah. Ha! Glad I did that with the nuts, because assembly, reassembly, taking off, putting back, this makes it easier, that's for sure. Okay, beautiful or what? Still going. That doesn't come off real easy. I don't have backing for that, but it still works fine. Stays like that works. Let's see. We're kind of wound in. Let's see where this goes. Yeah, I like that actually. That's right where I wanted it. Oh yeah. It's a much more solid drop. Like that. There you go. Looks pretty good. Oh, it took about an hour or so, and old man pain and suffering and swearing. So I went for a 30, 40 mile an hour drive just to make sure that my window worked, of course. Oh, that's so sweet. Thumbs up for driving classic cars quickly into the future. Don't forget to subscribe and comment, because that'd be nice. Appreciate it. Bye.